We talked about the Joe Hollywood thing. Did you see his response?
As you know, on Saturday night, we opened up a box of 2009 Panini. Cards came out of the bottom. Well, guess what? Here's the reason why. As you can clearly see in one of the cards that came out of the pack, Panini sealed the pack to the actual card, and it was never shut properly. Every other pack that was in that box, which was factory sealed, which we opened up live, had no issues. Furthermore, as you can tell by the imprint on the top of the card, it matches the exact imprint that they have on the top of those packs. Furthermore from that, Steph Curry rookie card was pulled out of that box, and every single auto and number card that was supposed to be in there was in there. I absolutely disdain people that reseal packs. I think it's one of the most disgusting practices that happens in the hobby.
I mean, my issue with him is his selling tactics in general are horrific and unethical. Hats off for coming on. I mean, for speaking up about it. Good for you. Yeah, I don't think anybody really thought the guy was resealing packs. I figured there was some sort of an explanation, although it's possible. But just watch his show. Mm-hmm. He is everything that is wrong with breaking and hyping people up in a room and overselling hits and promoting garbage.
Okay.
And taking advantage of your customers. And by the way, Geoff is now supporting him every chance he gets. You see that stupid blue check mark? It's Geoff Wilson.
I did see that.
Yeah, hey, Geoff, you always talk about wanting to grow the hobby. You should also be wanting to protect people like this. However, Geoff makes a lot of money from Whatnot. This guy makes a ton of money for Whatnot and is promoted there. So Geoff is the coward he always is and won't speak up. And Geoff will have him sit on his couch and talk about their love of the hobby. Meanwhile, you're selling boxes that retail for $600 for $1,800, whining the whole time in your live. I can't believe we're going for this price. This is wild. Then you pull a $12 card and you celebrate it when the guy just spent $100 to get it. Like, this is, again, everything that's wrong with it. And Geoff is spineless, just like he was with Backyard, who makes Whatnot a lot of money. He's spineless with this guy. That's, I mean, that's
okay.
That is as clear as day. Like, that is the issue here.
I do find it interesting. The second liked comment on here is Bleacher Breaks.
Yeah, another donkey show company for Whatnot who's had major issues and allegations of scamming.
That was just not.
You put enough.
That's not a good look.
No, you put enough dummies together on a platform that pays them all a bunch of money and is worth billions, so they're untouchable, and you get a big mouthpiece like Geoff to support everything, and great.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, nothing's changed for me about any of those guys. I think they're all terrible for the hobby.
Well, I at least want to give an update because it's hey, credit where credit's
Hats off to him for talking though. Good for you. I appreciate he came out and spoke. I'm glad he acknowledged what the issue was. Great. I would love for him to come on a program like this or somewhere else, not the soft landing couch of the Geoff Wilson podcast with its 18 listeners, where Geoff's just going to tell him how great he is. But that'll never happen. Those guys are smart enough. Those guys are smart enough, to their credit, to know that if you just keep taking advantage and live in a safe bubble, everybody will just say how great you are. Good for you.
I can't say that their tactics are all that bad because, I mean, for them at least, it sounds like it's really smart. You say nothing.
They're good business practices.
That's what I mean.
They're terrible practices for the hobby.
Yeah. But as far as for them, like, why would they ever come on a show or anything? Because all they're getting is free publicity.
Yep.
Because, I mean, there's, the no news is bad news in marketing like this. So I don't want them to continue to do it, but I don't see why they would stop.
Correct. My issue is, don't be the good guy of the hobby like Geoff and talk about growth and all these great things and then support this, though. That's where I have a problem.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you. They're never going to stop. Those guys make a lot of money. Good for you. Good business, terrible humans. That's where I land on it.
Here's what I would like to see. Since that's what you're saying is it's very prevalent as far as like him doing that, I wonder why we don't see more of that kind of content. Because we see the content that comes out where it's like, oh, there was a pack, maybe he was repacking, whatever the case is, and then obviously we see what really happened. But there's that scandalous news, but there's never been I never see posts, at least from his point of view, of this is him doing a normal break and like doing all those things you talked about, where it's like him pumping up. Here's a box that's 3x what it should actually cost, selling for too much money, like all those kinds of things.
Oh, those things are out quite a bit too, though.
Okay.
Yeah.